Okay, again, so when I printed this, it came up with error, not a valid embedded object. So I'm going from memory. I think it was something like this. Process will be the same. Okay, so it says by using a sign diagram, find the intervals where f of x is increasing or decreasing. So to be able to do this, I have to think about what I need to be able to make my sign diagram, and what the sign diagram will be. Will it be of my function, or will it be of the derivative? Well, because I'm looking at the increasing, decreasing, I'm looking for when is the derivative either greater or less than 0. Okay, so it'll be increasing when it's greater than 0, decreasing when it's less than 0. So this critical point here is what I want to know. I want to know when the derivative is equal to 0, because left and right of that, I'll be able to come up with my intervals for increasing and decreasing. Okay, my flash is gone. Okay, so let's find the derivative to start with. dy by dx is going to be 3x squared plus 6x. So I have to try and think about when will that be 0. So when is this 0? That's my question. Well, if I factorize this, I end up getting with 3x as a common factor, and I'm left with x plus 2. That's equal to 0. So that tells me that x equals 0 or x equals minus 2. That has to be 0 or that has to be 0. Okay, so now I can do my sign diagram. This is a sign diagram of the derivative. So I'm going to mark on my points 0, minus 2, and 0. And now I've just got to think about, well, what's going on between those points. So I'm going to start with just looking at a point in here, say minus 1. You wouldn't normally write this on, but this is just what I'm thinking. Minus 1, I'm going to substitute it into my derivative. If I put in minus 1 here, this gives me a negative number. If I put in minus 1 here, this gives me a positive number. It gives me 1, that gives me minus 3. So a negative times a positive is a negative. If I come over here and substitute something like a 1 in there, I've got a positive here. It's 3 times 1, which is 3. And 1 plus 2, which is 3. So I get a positive number over there. And if I come over here and put in something like negative 3, I've got negative 3 times 3, which is a negative number. And I've got negative 3 plus 2, which is negative 1, which means I've got a negative number times a negative number, which makes a positive number. Okay, so if I'm thinking about whether it's increasing or decreasing, I know that this here is going up, this is going down, and this is going up. So in terms of where I write my intervals for increasing and decreasing, I'm going to write my increasing intervals. So increasing for x is, and here I've got less than minus 2, or less than or equal to, and x is greater than or equal to 0. So that interval and that interval. And then it's going to be decreasing in between these ones. So I've got my x in the middle, I've got minus 2, and I've got 0, and it's going to be less than and less than or equal to. So it means that it's sandwiched in between minus 2 and 0. And that's for decreasing.